Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Factor Cat Paranormal Files. My name is Wes, and this is Top Shelfers. And today we're jumping into Nuke's Top 5's most latest video, Top 5 Scary Ghost Videos that are disturbing. We'll be the judge of that. So, what this series is we break down paranormal videos from across the internet and decide whether they are real or fake, fact or cat. I'm a lot more harsh. And why give a shit about my opinion? Well, I've been researching paranormal and investigating it for 10 plus years, 15 plus years now. And I really just have one question. Is any of it real? I don't know. I've had my fair share of experiences, but I still can't give a full answer if it is. I lean towards no, but I am really harsh on online videos because there are so many fakes. People know that it can generate clout, get you views, get you subs, get you all that type of good stuff. And I just want to make sure that we're not getting these fakes through people's minds, through people's heads, thinking that there are shit going on that isn't going on. So, Nuke's Top 5 is one of the greatest places, greatest channels for compilation paranormal videos. He's asking the questions, are these real? I'm trying to answer them. Most of the time they're fake. We have seen a couple convincing ones, but not many. So, that's my spiel. We're going to jump into these videos, how it works. We watch the whole video, and then I'll take a couple minutes after and kind of give you my thoughts and opinions, and we can discuss in the comment section below whether you agree or disagree with me. All right, let's hop into it.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. Highway horror. Late one Sunday evening, Mitch Kuhn and his parents are driving down a busy highway near Sydney, Australia, when out of nowhere they have an absolutely unnerving encounter. Mitch captured the hair-raising moment with his dashboard camera. Mitch explains that he was shocked when out of nowhere a child appeared right on the busy highway in front of him. He says that the child looked no older than 6 and seemed to be wearing a blue coat. Mitch Kuhn's mother quickly calls the police to warn them about the lost child randomly walking on the highway. After hearing nothing back, 45 minutes later, Mitch calls again to offer his dashcam footage. But the officer on the phone informs him that the child has been found and that the footage isn't needed. And now here's where things get really weird. So after being reassured by the police, Mitch Kuhn believes that the child is safe. He posts his dashcam footage to Facebook, and the video is picked up by the Australian National News. Reporters reach out to the police to get more information, and the police deny that they ever found the child. They say that they searched the area, but no child was found, and that there were no reports of missing children in the area. So could it be that Mitch captured something paranormal on camera? And why the strange reaction by the authorities? I'm honestly just not sure. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments.
I think that one is completely fake. 100%. I think that was edited after the fact. I think that he never called the police. I don't think the police were ever informed. Unless we can get some call logs, I don't buy it. I really don't. Unless for some weird coincidence that whoever he talked to just didn't want to deal with it and just said, yeah, whatever. I don't know. Maybe it's a cultural thing because that they were driving on the opposite side of the road. So I assume that they're not in the States or Canada. So maybe like they just handle cases like that different and the cop just didn't want to do it, or maybe there was a missing kid. I don't know. It just, the whole thing is like they waited 45 minutes for a response, and then when they got a response they're like, yeah, everything's fine. I really think that that's highly edited. It looks edited. It looks very out of place. If that is an apparition, that's one of the best apparitions ever caught on camera. And then just the whole story doesn't really pan out. It just seems like he faked it, put it online, got picked up by reporters, and it just kept going and kept going, and he just was like, yeah, well, I'm getting some clout. Like, now he's on a Nuke's Top 5, he's getting more clout. Like, seems bullshit to me.
Oregon found footage. Now this next video is a bit of a mystery as the source has been heavily debated on the internet. In the video, a man shows off his campsite in the woods of Deschutes, Oregon, when later that night, things just go horribly wrong. Some believe that this footage could have been recorded by Jacob Edris. Jacob disappeared in 2017 and was last seen in Eugene, Oregon, after frantically calling his boss about being chased by someone. Others believe that the footage could have been shot by Chase Hove, a young man who also disappeared in 2017. Chase disappeared in the exact same area where this video was recorded. But those are all just theories. Here is the chilling video.
Alright, well, it may seem like a bit much, but here I am solo camping. This is Deschutes, Oregon. Well, close to Bend, Oregon. I brought the 8-person tent, or the 6-person tent. I haven't pulled this thing out in a long time, so I thought first of the season I should pull that out, give it a go. It's about that time. Sun is setting. It's about 8 o'clock. Should be dark out here in less than an hour. We can get a little bit over there to the trees. Beautiful night. Definitely going to be turning in early though. I've been woken up by these noises. Yeah, you can hear it. It's up from that side. Sounds right outside the tent. There's someone right outside the tent. That can't be. That gets us. Someone's messing around with the rocks out there. Jesus Christ. Leave me alone. Flashlight. I can't see a god thing outside this night vision. Jesus Christ. I don't know where the chased me off. Now I'm wandering the god darkness. Flashlight.
Someone or something makes an attempt to get inside the man's tent. He makes a frantic run for it and forgets his flashlight in the process. Because it's pitch black out, the man relies on the infrared feature on his camera. To his horror, whoever was trying to get into his tent is now standing right in front of him. And that's where the footage cuts off and the mystery intensifies. Now, some claim that the camera was found at the campsite along with his car, his tent.
Very, very good video. There's a couple things I want to talk about here. First being the missing 404, is it missing 401? The whole idea that there is this grander thing going on in forests around the United States. And if you Google it, and you look at the maps and stuff, what people have shown is there's a lot of missing person cases clustered in these areas around different forests. Oregon, Washington being a very big hotspot. Now, there's a book about it. The guy who kind of, driven this research has written a book. He's done a bunch of podcasts. I'll link some stuff down below if you're more interested in that. And it's this huge idea that people who are going out into the forest end up going missing, and some people come back like in nothing, they don't even really talk about it. Some people never come back, they're just missing persons cases. And this video was done in 2017, 2018, kind of at the hype, maybe a little bit before the hype of this whole entire study. And it's ringing bells in my head like this is what this is. Now, if we're putting on our bullshit meters, because I was fully invested in this video being some sort of found footage thing until we saw whatever the image was, the creature that's chasing after him. It obviously looks very alien-esque almost, like, or like very, I don't know. Let's see if we can find it. I'm gonna mute just in case so we don't hear while I'm talking. And like, it's almost like he's playing Slenderman IRL a little bit, right? Like that's almost like a Slenderman-esque body type. It is very creepy. And 2017, 2018, like we did have a lot of ARGs, right? And the whole idea of an ARG is like YouTube channel, like, and it can be a whole bunch of stuff from my understanding. I'm not super well versed in this, but it's like a reality game, like I don't know if it stands for artificial reality game, or I don't know what the acronym is, but you basically are creating content that is a creepy-ish story that is actually fake. Now, where this is confusing and where this is actually gaining notoriety is the fact that we don't know who recorded this. And there is two potential missing persons, which is why I started thinking about the other theory that's going on. If this is one of those missing persons, I think the only way that we could confirm that is voice identification somehow. If one of these individuals can, who is missing, if someone they knew can verify that that is their voice, we might have something really going on here. I mean, I think that this looks kind of silly and edited because we're just seeing like a figure. Like you can't really see much facial. I mean, maybe. But it looks, I mean, that doesn't look human, right? I mean, like body proportion wise, it looks human, but even with night vision, we would see more human-esque characteristics. It's very eerie, for sure, but it doesn't move, right? So it's almost like it kind of to me seems like he's doing like a fiction video of Slenderman, because like there was the area, there's like trees set up and there's like a note, so maybe this is just someone's like little, you know, fanfic video. It's very well done though, and if there was verification on his voice, like we can confirm that it is a missing persons, there's some shit going on. And I mean, I buy into the missing 401. Hold on, I gotta verify if it's 401 or 404. Missing 411. God, I knew it was letters or numbers. Missing 411. I buy into it because there is research that proves that there is a lot of people who go missing in these areas, right? Now, the list of theories that exist out there are hundreds and hundreds. People think it's aliens. People think it's portals. People think it's, you know, a ginormous P. Do you guys know what the P word stands for? Ring that's like abducting young people in the forest. The word that we can't say on here that's very bad. People think it's that. People think that it's just the forest is, they're dangerous places, especially if you go alone at night and they're just getting lost. You know, there's people who think it's Sasquatch. People think that it's a numerous amount of things. Skinwalkers, you know, cults sacrificing these people. Like, there's tons and tons and tons of theories, and none of them have been proven. The only story that really, really freaks me out, and I wish I could find it again, was apparently there was a missing child. I think he was in the range of like 5 to 9, somewhere in there. And he went missing in a forest in Oregon. I believe it was Oregon. And him and his family were out in just kind of like the community area, like where everyone can camp. and he ended up wandering into the forest alone, and his family couldn't find him. Well, like 2 days later, they found him, like, it was something ridiculous, like 50 miles down those, like, on the other side of this forest on like a highway. And they were like, what the fuck? And like people tried to figure out how he could have even done it. And they say like a super fit athletic person couldn't even achieve that feat in like 3 or 4 days, because he was like climbing over mountains and like dangerous terrain, like no trailheads, nothing. So like that sprouted a whole bunch of theories, like regarding the portals, or maybe there are people who are abducting people and then leaving them in places, and like it's crazy. And this video, if it is confirmed that this is a missing person, could really give that more credibility. Or what I'm thinking is it is an ARG, or it is a fanfic Slenderman type thing, or something along those lines. Regardless, props to the creator. If it is fake, sucks that it's on one of these lists, because we kind of want real footage. But you made a very entertaining video.
His car, his tent, whether it be anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. The Point Pleasant Phenomenon. Urban explorer Chris Hill from the popular YouTube channel Urbex Hill is back for another strange urban exploration. This time Chris travels to Point Pleasant, West Virginia, to search out a creepy old tunnel system that is hidden somewhere deep within the woods surrounding the city. Now, the small town of Point Pleasant has seen its fair share of tragedy. In 1967, a suspension bridge over the Ohio River called the Silver Bridge suddenly and without warning collapsed under the weight of rush hour traffic. 46 people died in the tragedy, and 2 of the victims were never even found. The tragic event led to many strange conspiracies and legends as to why the bridge collapsed. You see, Point Pleasant, West Virginia is where the infamous folklore creature, the Mothman, was first ever sighted.
Oh, fuck.
There were multiple reports and sightings of a, quote, large humanoid moth-like creature that occurred in Point Pleasant throughout 1967. This is the same year the bridge collapsed. Some believe that the mysterious Mothman was a harbinger, or even possibly the cause of the bridge collapse. After some scouting, Chris finds the tunnel system and starts his exploration. As he presses forward, exploring deeper and deeper into the tunnels, the water starts to flow more heavily, and the humid fog rising from the stream makes it hard for Chris to breathe. Many miles into the tunnel, it seems that Chris reaches a point that few other people have ever even explored, as there is not even any graffiti on the tunnel walls. And this is when things start to take a terrifying turn.
I'm hearing a lot of noises down here. Hopefully that's the end of the tunnel. Like somebody screamed.
Chris hears a chilling sound coming from somewhere in the tunnels right behind him. He walks back to check it out, but he finds nothing there. Even though Chris is a little shook by what he just heard, he is still determined to press onward to find the end of the tunnel. And then he captures something absolutely terrifying. two strange figures can be seen peeking out at Chris before disappearing back into the tunnels. Chris says he could barely see anything through the fog on the water and was unaware of what his camera captured at the time. He says that he simply continued down the tunnel and never saw anything that could explain what he had filmed. So what do you think is going on here? Could these mysterious figures have anything to do with the countless Mothman sightings in Point Pleasant? As always, I leave it up to you to decide.
Thanks, Nukes. I will decide. First and foremost, I always mention this, right? If you're exploring, and I'm not saying this to sound like a fucking baby or like tell you what to do, but like, probably don't go alone. I respect this guy's balls, or however you want to word it, for doing shit like this, because I don't think I would go do it by myself. But like, or at least make sure people know where you're at. Because here's the reality, right? Like, I think we can all agree that that's probably edited. It looks fairly edited, just with the speed and the consistency of the movement. Like, it's too crisp. Like, it's too crisp of movements for it to be something, unless there really are creatures out there that we just have never been able to capture. He continues to walk down the path without a single reaction, and I just have a hard time believing that. Now, I don't know the validity of this guy's channel. I've never watched it. Maybe it's just common knowledge that they're all fake, or maybe that it is real and he just happens to be finding the craziest shit known to man. But one thing that I've always talked about before is, God, the amount of times that I've went to places and sat for hours and hours and hours, left, came back, sat hours and hours, and nothing has ever even kind of happened, is just, I can't count on 10 hands how many times. So it's just crazy to me to think that, like, oh, he just happened to go check the sewer and heard the creepiest groan and then also saw whatever the fuck those are. It just doesn't pan out like that in reality. And maybe we're just seeing the highlights of his 1000th attempt going to this place, and he did happen to capture something, or he didn't capture shit and it was really boring and gross and you couldn't see stuff and he edited it for views. That's what I think. Now, maybe we need to do some research into his channel and check his validity and see if maybe he is a respected person in the community and he maybe did find something real. But if every video is just like this crazy 100% proof footage, it seems fake. It does. And I know that, like, there is a turning point where we have to really start wondering, is everything fake? I do think so. We live in a world where almost all of our content that we see is fake. It's dramatized, it's written out. Your Instagrams, your Snapchat, your TikToks, like, even people pretending that it's a real life 90% of the time, it's fake. It's fake. It's a facade to show you how great things really are, or how good things really are, or how in the paranormal world, like, catching this amazing footage now, it's all fake. It really is. Like, we see what happens when we make really good fake content. You get views, you get recognition, you make money. If YouTube was a free platform, we wouldn't be seeing these type of videos.
TikTok user, leave it up to you to decide. Meanwhile, on TikTok.
Hey, speaking of TikTok
user DarkSecret37 is a mother from the Philippines currently living in Japan with her 2 sons. One evening in the spring, when the sakura trees are in full bloom, the 2 boys make a video with one of their friends filming. What happens next is truly bizarre. Did you see it? A hand wraps around one of the boys' legs. The guy who's recording is shocked and hurries over to inspect the area around the 2 boys. But there's nothing and no one there. Some Japanese TikTok commenters believe that long ago someone was buried on the spot where the sakura tree now stands, and that their restless spirit tried to reach out to the children, literally. But what do you think this creepy hand could be? Is it real or just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. And I'll tell you why. The reaction of the two kids, that one was very interesting. The reaction of the two kids makes me think that they didn't even, they weren't involved. Okay, sorry, let me regather my thoughts. If it is fake, it was done in post, obviously, and the two kids had no idea that this was going to happen. But it almost seems like the recorder saw that as it was happening, freaked out, ran over there, thought someone was grabbing the other kid, checked around, was like, whoa, what the fuck's going on? Like, I'm serious. And they were just goofing off, playing, pretending to be Donkey Kong or whatever they were doing. That makes me think that it could have been something real. Now, the hand, like, perfectly formed hand, like, the odds of that, like, being caught on camera, or I've never seen one that had, like, from a credible source, like a hand, like an actual, like, fully visible hand. I've never seen one from, like, sorry about that, guy doesn't make fake content. So either this is a very elaborate TikTok and these kids are on top of their shit, which 100% possible. Kids nowadays make the best, like, they're so far ahead of the game when it comes to creating content. Like, they big brain it all day long. Like, they know how to fake shit, they know how to edit, they know how to do all of it. So, like, I don't put it past kids to be able to do that. But it just, the genuine reaction of the kids, like, they would have had to have done that multiple times to be able to get that type of reaction. It does seem like it's just, the hand looks super edited, but who knows? That out of all the videos today, that's the one that kind of seems like it has some potential. Let me know what you guys think.
TikTok user Rachel Howard from Phoenix, Arizona is filming a quick little video to show off her brand new TV. But later she realizes that she captured something truly disturbing.
I got my TV up, looky. Oh wait. You know how long this took to build
A dark humanoid figure seems to be standing over Rachel in the reflection on her TV screen. When she moves closer, whatever it is seems to dart away and just disappear. So did Rachel capture something paranormal by accident? You tell me.
I got my TV up, looky. Oh wait. You know how long this took?
Presence.
That last one was interesting for sure. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of things that could go into that, right? Like, that could have just been something hanging up on the wall and she dropped it. Could have been someone, like, outside her window. It could have been something sitting there. I don't really know what to say about that one, in all honesty. It is kind of eerie. There's definitely something there. She's not recognizing it. She changes her camera. I don't know. That's a weird one. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that one. Strange. Mirror reflections are always weird. Not saying that it can't be edited, but it's just kind of a weird one.
Tommy Wells from Rockwood, Tennessee claims that paranormal activity surrounded him for years, even following him from home to home. But the terrifying events have now begun to affect his wife Leslie and their 3 children. The family has heard loud, hoof-like footsteps in the house. Objects move on their own. And Leslie has even found unexplained bruises all over her body. One night they begin to hear strange sounds again. They record it all with their newly purchased camera. What happens next is downright creepy.
It keeps following us. No matter where the we go, it keeps following us. I don't know. We lived somewhere for 2, maybe 3 months, and it happens right back again. The water pressure's quitting.
It's what?
The water's just...
What's wrong with the water?
Oh God, I just filled the cup up. I don't know, it's just quit.
What? Honey, what is going on?
Everything in the whole freaking place is just Oh, what the frick?
What the world? What?
Find out.
What? It's crazy. What is wrong with the microwave? What the? What's wrong with the microwave?
She's on God fire. How's that?
There's the piano again. Oh my God.
Water's quit again. This idiot out of here. It's crazy as with somebody with me now, God damn it. Ain't nobody.
What is? What? What is that? Tommy?
What the?
What is that, Tommy?
Let's get out of here. Let's go. Let's get This ain't leaving. I'm getting the out of this God house is what I'm doing.
Pressure in the house inexplicably drops. The microwave flickers and dies, and the piano in the living room makes a noise. But scariest of all, heavy clomping footsteps can be heard slowly moving towards the family. That's when they decide to just get out of there. Cut to another day, and Tommy and his family are back in their home to celebrate his daughter's birthday. The girl's cousins, aunt, uncle, and parents have all gathered in the kitchen as the excited girl is served her birthday cake. Unfortunately, this will not be a happy birthday.
This is Christina's birthday party, and everyone at it, there's Brianna, her little cousin, there's Haley, her other cousin, and there's her daddy Tommy.
Hello.
And here's her Aunt Misty, and here's her Uncle Joey.
What up with it?
What up with it? Alrighty, let's go, yes. Daddy lighting the candles.
So we can get you a little cake on camera, so we can remember your party, and we'll get the happy
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chrissy. Happy birthday to you.
Yay! Blow your candles out, girl.
She gonna blow it out? Yeah.
You gonna cut the cake that long, or you want me to?
Go ahead, I'm running the camera.
Alrighty.
Daddy's cutting the cake.
Did you like the bicycle and stuff you got for your birthday?
Oh my God, Tommy, it's gonna start again. Oh my God, damn.
It ain't gotta mess everything up.
He's gonna mess this up for everybody now.
Come on, sissy. Come on, baby, come on. I don't know what's gonna happen. Come on. It's ridiculous. Heck, I'm sorry, baby. Seems like it's messing everything up for a second.
It's okay, it'll be alright.
God, we should have had this at Jerry's house.
Okay, it might not
It's
do
just,
anything else, okay?
this stuff is starting again.
It'll be alright.
I'm sorry,
It'll
sweetie.
be okay.
I'm so sorry.
Oh God!
What the hell is going on? Go to the front room. Go to the front room, girls, go.
Oh God! Oh my God!
Miss, let me get out of here, come on. Let's go with it.
Terrifying paranormal activity disrupts the happy celebration, upsetting the freaked out young girl. The family feels that the unexplained events have gotten completely out of control and plan to do a seance together in hopes of ridding the home of whatever is haunting them. It did not go well.
Down, I'm running. You guys can do the sounds, I'm not doing it. I'll sit
Hey, you can sit there with us and do it too? You can sit in there with us and help us, man.
No.
Well, it's supposed to be 4 people with a seance anyways, I mean.
No, I'm not doing it.
Tommy, come on in here. Let's just turn his lights off.
Go, man.
Hold on, just sit still just a few minutes. Just stay there just for a few minutes, just till Sam gets here. Sam and Tasey's supposed to be here in a minute. Turn his
I
lights
guess
off.
so, but
Go, if you got a
man.
candle, Yeah, hold on. get a Bible and a candle. Hold on, I'll go get it.
look,
Look. What the? Tommy, let's do this right quick. Come on. Oh, Leslie, I'm sorry, babe. Come on, we gotta hold hands. Don't let go of each other's hands, no matter what we do. You've got to stay in the circle and hold hands. Don't let go.
I'm not part of this circle, man.
If you let go of each other's hands, it's got control of it. It can.
Hold on, man.
God.
Look at that. It's a friggin' water off it over here.
Put the Bible in the middle of the hands. Come on.
If they set them in the house, give us a sign, show us who you are. If you're evil,
Sorry, babe.
if you're evil,
Son of a bitch, Jerry.
hey, God dang.
Oh,
Wait a minute, let's do it.
Hey, that's enough. That's solid enough, man. That's solid enough.
Okay. Just get it. Let's quit. Turn this light on.
Hey, Leslie, I'm sorry.
What is that?
I don't know. This is a new one on me, Turbo.
What is it? Where's the cat?
No.
Are you okay? Oh, God, I'm sorry. Here, get her a friggin' rag. Here. Let me see. Are you cut? Are you hurt?
No.
Tommy, Tommy.
Hey, go.
Wait a minute. Let's.
Come on, man. Bring the camera. Let's get out. Come on.
Wait, hold on.
Come on.
Look at him. Take this off. Shine that in there.
Shut it under the bed. See, it's got to be sitting here.
Look.
God, ain't nothing. Check it out, Jacob. Get this off of it.
Let's get it going. Let's get it.
God.
Guys, come on. Let's
Move.
get it.
Go. Move.
As the family begins the seance, a bed moves on its own, even though family member Jacob is sitting right on top of it. Jacob jumps up in fear, but the bed still continues to move. The water faucet then turns on by itself. But what truly seems to terrify them all is that blood seems to drip down from the ceiling and lands on Tommy's wife's hand. Now, Tommy believes that something demonic and evil has attached itself to his family. But what happens next will forever remain a mystery. Because, you see, these videos were posted to YouTube over 10 years ago, and there have been no updates since. From quite a bit of research, I discovered that the family eventually moved away to a new home. Tommy's son has shared that the paranormal activity has calmed down a lot since then, and has never returned to being as extreme as it is in these videos. So are these clips proof of poltergeist activity? Because the girls at the birthday party certainly seem legitimately freaked out. So either the family experienced real paranormal events, or I don't think the kids were in on the plan.
Oh man, there's so much to unpack on all this. I don't know. The reason why I don't know is everything that I saw is easily faked. The only one that I personally don't know how to fake would be the bed. I don't know what they're doing with that. Unless it is, I don't know. The bed's the only one that I don't understand how to fake. The water's easy, the footsteps are easy, the drawers are easy, the cupboards are all easy. That's all easy stuff to fake. You can do that with string, fishing line. You know, you could do that with different mechanisms that are cheap to make. Am I saying that's what it is? Absolutely not. You know, we don't know anything about these people. It was uploaded 10 years ago on YouTube. So, man, I just don't know. It's so strange because it's like piss poor acting on like some of these, like it seems like some of these people are acting, and it's really bad. Like the crying's bullshit. That's just so silly. The birthday scene seemed super staged. Like Everyone was like acting weird. Like the one girl didn't even turn around and like acknowledge the camera. And it was her birthday. Like, ah, man, I don't know. I don't know. I think that it's tough. It's a real tough one to say. And like, I'm I don't know. It's just there's so much going on in such a small time period. And it, 10 years ago on YouTube, what would that have been? 2012? I mean, people were really creating content at that point. So, like, this could be an attempt at creating content. And this is just, they just didn't, got to like 2,000 subs, and that was kind of like, well, I guess it's just not working, and stopped. That makes sense, because it does seem like everything's staged. And it just, I can't get past like some of the way that these people are acting, just because like it seems so over the top. Like, and I know that he said the kids seemed genuinely scared, but even the kids kind of didn't seem that put off. I don't know, guys. Because, like, okay, faking piano stuff, easy. We've seen that. Faking the water, the faucet, super easy. Just go find the main line, turn it on and off. It's not hard to do. The microwave, I don't know. I don't know about the microwave as much. Maybe they knew that there was a short in it, or they forced a short in it, or he put, like, something in the water to make it spark, like some aluminum foil or something like that. That's not super far-fetched, especially if you're making content. Footsteps easy, piano easy. What all did we see here? I think we saw everyone says hi, keeps looking at the camera. She almost, okay, little girl almost looked like she was ready to run over there already, but knew now wasn't the time. So water starts churning off and on. Because, like, you could just have the faucets on and then just flip the main power or main water line. These ones are compelling right here, and I'll tell you why. Because you'd have to have a mechanism on them to have them go back and forth, or either a mechanism having them going back and forth, or you have someone in here on this, in this main part, which there's plenty of room. Trust me, I'm a big motherfucker, and I could fit in there just tightly, and he's pushing them back and forth in the back. That's not hard to do. And then just shoves one out. The dripping blood, I thought her hand got cut originally, because I think that's what he said. If her hand got cut, that's some like WWE shit right there. But he's saying that there's the blood dripped from the roof. Like, that wouldn't be hard to do either. They really fucked their seance. No one listened. The bed's the only one that I guess I don't know how you would fake right off the bat, unless you have someone like right off camera right here, like tipping it up with like his foot or something, because we just don't see it. Because it no, you don't see anybody. So unless someone's under there and they just do a good job at concealing him, the bed's the only one that I'm not 100% sure how they would be faking it, unless it's like a auto bed, so it like will come up and shut when you're not using it. That's the only thing that I could think of, but I'm not 100% sure. Water turning back on, talked about that already. Blood dripping on her hand. I don't know. It looks like they did a Ouija board. I think I'm gonna have to lean towards they're faking it for content, and they just never took off, so they stopped doing it. It's the acting. It's the ungenuine responses to it. Like, I feel like the only guy that had even semi-genuine is the dude who's kind of like orchestrating everything. But even he kind of seemed like his emotional fluxes were a little off. So I don't know. I'm definitely leaning towards a fake, like a fake for comment or content. Maybe I'll do some research into Tommy Wells' channel and watch some of their other stuff and see if maybe I change my mind on that. If you have an idea of how they could fake the bed, let me know. The bed's the only one that I'm kind of like interested in. Like, Homeboy's response is like, I'm getting the fuck out of that room. He's like, absolutely not. Maybe that was their whole gag. Maybe they would invite their friends and family over and just fuck with them. I would respect that. That would be awesome. Well, guys, that is going to be a wrap for today's Factor Cap Paranormal Files. Again, my name is Wes. This is Top Shelfers. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Don't be afraid to comment down below. I love to engage. I love to hear your ideas and thoughts. And maybe we can come up with different solutions that maybe I didn't see that you did. So let me know. Have a great rest of your day. I will catch you on the next one. Oh, next week, big episode, number 20. I'm going to do a long one. So get ready. It'll be fun. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.